All right, here's the thing. You never see a crackhead struggling with consistency. You never see him going, "Oh, I don't have money for crack today." No, he wakes up and he gets shit done, okay? And as funny as this may sound, and what an interesting way to start a fitness video, I guess, I was only able to significantly lose weight once I adopted a similar style of thinking, once I adopted something that I like to call the Hail Mary method, and maybe a more PG version than crackheads. Now, I want to explain what I mean by that and how you can apply that to stop failing your diets and actually start losing some weight, okay? Before that, quick context, right? Over the past year, I lost around 30 pounds with one meal a day, with fasting, intermittent fasting, and all sorts of types of fasting like that. And this is mainly what I talk about on this channel, how to lose weight with fasting and how to train and everything involved in this world of fasting, right? And I call this the Hail Mary method because I am a Catholic, and in the Catholic world, there's a prayer called Hail Mary. I'm sure you might be familiar with it depending on where you're from. And the last sentence of this prayer says the following: "Now and at the hour of our death, amen." That's how he ends. And let's think about that, right? Let's think about the last sentence, "now and at the hour of our death." Why is that there, right? Why not if you're praying for someone, if you're asking for something for God, why you're not asking for now and all the future? Why, right? It would make sense. It would make a lot of sense to do that because, well, of course, I want to be healthy and happy in the future as well, not just now and at the hour of my death. But here's the thing: you don't have any guarantee of those times. The only times that you have actually a guarantee that are going to exist is right now and when you're dying and at the hour of our death. Not even the day, not even the month, not even close to it, at the hour of your death. So you only have those two times that are guaranteed to you. So when you do this prayer, you're asking for a blessing right now and at the hour of our death because those are the only two available times to you right now. How does that relate with fasting and how does that relate with weight loss? Because the more I was planning ahead, the more I was thinking about what I was going to do at the whole week, the whole month, the whole year, the longer my goals were, the worse I was doing with my diet, right? I would start a few days and I was able to do 1, 2, 3, maybe even 4 days if I was feeling very lucky at that time. If there was nothing really crazy happening in my life, I was able to stay consistent with the diet. And then comes a day that you're a little bit more tired than usual, the hunger's kind of building up, right? There's a chocolate cake in your fridge and you go like, you know, tomorrow I can compensate, right? I'll have the cake today because I really need this today. It's been a really hard day. Work sucked. I'm so tired and I really need this cake today. So you have the cake today. Tomorrow, I can compensate for that, right? You have this illusion that you can compensate. You start negotiating with yourself. That's how the devil operates, man. It starts rationalizing things and you start negotiating with yourself for cheating. You convince yourself to cheat today because you have this illusion that you have more time in the future, right? If you set a goal, if it's January and you set a goal to lose this much amount of weight by the end of the year, man, that's 12 full months. 365 days. That's a lot of fucking time. You don't even have to worry about that. But that's where it gets you. That's a lie. You have this illusion of time. But the result that you get over a year is built by the day-to-day activity. That's why this whole idea of the Hail Mary method is so powerful. I'm not telling you to convert and start praying. I'm telling you to think about that. Only today matters. You just have to get today right. That solves a lot of problems, right? Another big problem that I see people struggling and that I struggle with when it comes to losing weight is this projection, the projection of pain through eternity. So today you are uncomfortable, right? Because you're hungry, you're in a deficit, you are not eating the good, sugary, salty things that you really like eating because you're trying to lose the weight, right? You're not eating those things, but you really wanted to eat those things that you're used to eating, and you really wanted to eat those sugary things. And you're suffering, right? But what you do then is that you think like, holy shit, I still have such a long way to go, and by not eating those things, I still have such a long time that I'm never going to be able to eat those things that I really like and that make me happy today. I'm never going to be able to eat that again. So you project the suffering to the eternity. You project your suffering from right now into the future, into like an undisclosed future where you don't know where you're going to be, or to a cheat day. And then comes a cheat day and you consume 10,000 calories and erase all the progress that you made throughout the week. So when you focus only on today, like it doesn't matter, right? You're not thinking about shit. Oh my God, I'm going to have to stay 90 more days without being able to eat my dessert after dinner. But then you just go like, wait a second, that doesn't really matter. I don't have 90 days guaranteed of my life. I don't have a guarantee that I'm going to be where I am. My life's going to be the same. It's probably will. Like most of the times it probably will. But I don't have any guarantees of that. So I only have a guarantee of getting today right. So all I have to do is to get today right. I don't have to think about losing weight. I don't have to think about the calories that are going to be or not be consumed tomorrow or the day after, or how hard it's going to be. I don't have to think about any of that. You just think about today. How can I get today right to the best of my ability? If you fuck up, of course, you don't beat yourself too much. It's like, okay, I'll get this right next time. I'll get this right tomorrow. Okay? Like you fuck up, you're like, shit, fucked up. Let's keep going, right? Don't try to overcompensate as well. But you only have to think about today. And only have to think about getting today right. And the less you start planning to the future and playing too much into the future, the more results you're going to get. Okay, that's the Hail Mary method. Now and at the hour of our death. So what's the appropriate way to do this? Because of course you can't just stop thinking about the future altogether. So what's the appropriate way to do it to lose the most amount of weight possible in the shortest amount of time possible, right? The best idea for me is to, first of all, force fasting. I have a whole channel dedicated to the topic, so I do believe that fasting, and more specifically one meal a day, is the superior method for weight loss compared to everything else. Of course, other things work, but I think this one's the best for a lot of people. And I don't want to say most people because I don't know, but a lot of people. And I have a full system for that in the comments, completely free. Go take a look. But the best thing you can do is to have a very, very simple, very retardedly simple plan, right? That even a crackhead could follow. You set up a plan and you just forget about it, right? The plan has to be so simple that you don't have to think ahead about the things that you have to do the other days. You just have to think about, let me get today right. And if I get today right, then tomorrow I'm going to wake up and I'm going to try to get tomorrow right. Okay? That's the idea, right? Crackheads don't struggle with consistency. Consistency is just something that happens when every single day you decide to do the things that you have to do to the best of your ability. And the more you think about the future, the worse it gets. Okay, so it's been a pleasure. I'll see you guys next time, and God bless.